Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back in the garage with the Fixer Upper Notch, and I just wanted to give a quick update on what's been going on with the car, and also share with you a very interesting issue that I had while installing a new radio. Basically, the radio had power, but there was no sound. Some of you guys might know how to fix this, but for somebody like me, if you're like me, this was a tricky one. And fortunately, I found a video on YouTube, and I'll give credit to the guy that actually made the video, but I wanted to share it with all of you just in case you fall into this problem yourselves one of these days. All right, so let's talk about the car real quick. So basically, just been doing a lot of cleanup, I guess what you can say, just making it look a little bit better. The mirrors, all the trim was kind of in rough shape, so I painted these, painted all this. Actually, this metal door trim actually was pretty rough shape as well too. And also the car was missing these, I don't know what you call them, dew wipes, or just basically like the window seals right here on this side. So both sides, actually, the car was missing these, so I had to put those in. Also, you know, worked on cleaning up the doors. They had the mat pockets on here, so when I took that off, also the speaker covers were black. I didn't like that, so now the door's 3 different colors. So anyway, when the door was apart, actually both doors, I replaced the door lock actuators because this one was not working, so this lock was seized. But I also did the window motors. So this one was getting really bad. The window motor was getting really slow going up, and when I took the motor out, the gear had a lot of slop and play in it, and that's just a sign that it's about to go. So also, some stuff like this, the plastic covers for the door handles, and these little triangle covers for the mirrors, and also these little covers for the door switches, like all that was missing. So now, both doors look the same, nice and clean. I also fixed a little bit of rust that was under here. Oh, this window was also missing the vapor barrier. So I did all that. I did everything right. I'll show a couple pictures maybe, of the process along the way. I've also had the interior out, meaning all the seats and center console, because I had to put a new radio harness in here. The harness that was in here originally was cut. So it was actually cut down here. So I had the plugs that were up here under the dash and the dash harness, but these were missing. So let's get to the issue here with the radio. So right now, these top plugs right here are the ones that go up underneath the dash. These are the gray and the black are for the radio harness. Okay, you're not going to use these anymore. These are for the factory amp, so those are gone. And then here's the other end of the connectors on the radio harness, and then those go into the harness that you have to make. And I got this harness from LMR. So you splice these into the head unit harness, right? So seems pretty logical, right? You plug these back in where they go, and then the other ends you just plug into the head unit, right? Well, the problem is that when let me shut this door so I don't get the beeps. The problem is that when I turn this thing on, there's no sound. Okay, so all right, so we got the radio on now, and you can see it's like on FM, and there's nothing. There's no sound. Now I've actually got my phone hooked up, and let me go ahead and do one of these. I'm gonna change the source over here to USB and hit play, and there's nothing. In fact, I'll even unplug this and then plug it back in. Now it's reading, and still, nothing. So I was playing around with a lot of different things here. This was driving me crazy. So what I ended up doing was I put a factory radio back in the car with the factory amp, and I got sound. Everything was working. So now I'm really stumped. Plugged everything back in, you know, the same way that it is right now, and no good, guys. So then I found on YouTube, there was a guy that said, hey, actually what you need to do is you need to take this black plug right here, take this, and it doesn't plug into here. It's going to plug all the way up here, directly into the dash. So, let me do that here real quick, and then I'm gonna bring you guys back and we'll check that out. All right, that was actually pretty easy there. So let's go ahead and we're gonna get power back onto this guy, and let's just see what happens. It's reading USB. And there you go. Somebody please explain to me why. I don't understand why that is, but hey, you know what? I don't care. It works, right? So again, guys, if any of you guys, you know, install like an aftermarket head unit, just if you don't get any sound, try that little trick right there. So, you know, the right here, the harness that goes directly into the radio is going to plug directly into this black plug that goes up underneath here in the dash harness. You do not plug it, you know, on this side over here. You don't plug it into there. So, and also, before you guys start ripping on me about this old ass Kenwood head unit, which actually it's a detachable face. Before you guys start ripping on me, I bought that about 9 years ago when I bought my blue car. I just never installed it because I didn't want to put any holes into the dash or into the center console. So it's going to go in this car because the center console actually already has a bunch of holes in it. So what's next for me? Well, I'm going to put all this back together. I actually just put some LED bulbs in the car, which seem to work pretty well, and I'm going to test them out tonight. But also, you know, a few things I think I'm going to do is try and clean up a little bit of the primer that's sprayed all over this car. I don't know why. It's like everywhere, including on the bumpers. There was a bunch of primer on top of here, and I kind of see why, but I took it off. It doesn't really need to be there. The car's not going to get wet or in a moist environment. So also I cleaned off the bumper back here because, I mean, there was primer all over the rear bumper. So I'm just kind of doing my best to clean it up, give it a lick and a shine, make it look a little bit better than it does right now. So what's next? Next is going to be changing this from a 4x4 to a lowered stance Fox. So probably going to get the LMR lowering kit that comes with the lowering springs and the KYB shocks and struts. I have that on my blue car, and you'd be surprised at how well the car rides for having a $500 lowering kit, you know. But it works, and anything is going to look better than this, because the first thing everybody says when they see it is, why does it sit so high? Including my wife. She wants me to lower it too. So anyway, all right, guys, I just want to give you a quick update with the car. Kind of making some progress here, getting everything cleaned up. You know, again, I got all the trim and everything painted, so it looks a lot better. And, you know, again, doors, you know, are all cleaned up now, and everything works. All the door locks, windows, and door lock actuators and all that stuff too. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you have any questions about the car, or maybe more questions about the radio, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.